Welcome to the City Current Show. I'm your host, Andrew Bartolotta. We're always honored to bring you inspiring stories of individuals and organizations making an impact, empowering the good across the Mid-South and beyond. Delight in the stunning illumination, holiday entertainment, and unique shopping opportunities for the whole family at the Mid-South's newest holiday experience, Light Garden. Joining me today is Light Garden's founder, Russ Lehman, Olive Branch Mayor Ken Adams, and Northcentral Electric Cooperative's Michael Bellipanni. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, Russ, give listeners an idea for your background and what led you to creating Light Garden.
I used to work for a company called Celebrity Cruises. I was heavily involved in entertainment there, guest experiences. I was two-time Employee of the Month doing work with guest relations and just cultivating that whole experience that we had on board those ships with Forbes, and I was teaching people when they came on, and the whole ecosystem on a ship I was always fascinated by. And I thought, why don't more businesses like this have this function on land, especially the entertainment industry? Why isn't corporate business and corporate advertising more involved in the entertainment world? Why don't they complement each other in more of a different way? And so I had this idea to create a company called The Event Benefits. First of all, the name is The Event Benefits so that we could partner with anybody, whether that's a nonprofit, a 501c3, a for-profit, a municipality like the City of Olive Branch. And if we didn't have a name for our event, we would have one by just putting the two names together: The Event Benefits the City of Olive Branch, The Event Benefits St. Jude or Le Bonheur. And so that's where the name came from. But the whole idea was there's not a company out there that you could go to and say, I have a really cool idea for an event, but I don't have the funding to put it on. Could you help me do that? I mean, you can go to a bank and they'll try to help you, of course, and they'll say, you have to have collateral and you have to do this, and not everybody has collateral, and so it's tricky. But then also, the bank can't actually help you put on that event. They don't have a production background, they don't have an entertainment background. It's not there. And so the whole idea for this company was creating an entity that if you were to take your ideas to, first of all, they weren't going to try to steal them. They would say, okay, how do we work together to bring your vision to life? And then let's figure out what you can bring to the table, what we can bring to the table, and then let's split whatever the profits of that would be, so that both entities are invested in it. So it's not hostile in any way. It's a transformational relationship. It's not transactional. It's not transitional, but it's transformational is what we always try to do. And so with Light Garden, where this came to be was Mayor Ken Adams came to see another show that we helped design with Production One, which is Zoo Lights and Shelby Farms. We've helped design both those shows for 2 years, again, with Production One. Mayor Ken Adams came to walk around the zoo with us, and he said, man, we want something like this in Olive Branch. This would just be so magical. How can we bring this to life? And he said, because we don't want to put any taxpayer dollars into it. We have to protect that. And I said, absolutely. But he said, but how can we do this? And I said, well, I think we could help you pull it off. And so we had that conversation in December of last year. We kind of revisited it in February. We had another meeting in March. And then around time in March, we realized, oh, wow, there's not enough electricity in the city park to be able to put on a light show of this scale. And so we're like, okay, who can we reach out to about that? And so, of course, Mr. Michael Bellipanni, we reached out to at Northcentral, and we said, how would we do this? What would it look like? And it ended up being to where Northcentral was willing to come in as a sponsor and a supporter on a huge level. They're kind of our presenting advertiser this year in the show. And they helped us install $75,000 of electrical upgrades, almost 800 additional amps of power, which I think it doubled or more than doubled the current electrical output available in the city park, adding 20 amp outlets all the way around the lake so we can add in displays. But what's really cool is that now gets to be an asset that the city can use as they progress for other events and other things. And so right out the gate, again, transformational relationship with Northcentral. And so then we started ordering this stuff. We got an investor to back the project. It's Jim Yates. He used to be the chief of engineering and design at Barnhart Crane. He helped build that company. He's a local of Olive Branch, getting the local involvement. And so it just kind of snowballed from there, where the more we got, the more community involvement we got, till all the way we fast forward to today. And we got cargo containers arriving, and we're doing interviews about the show and what we tried to build for the City of Olive Branch in DeSoto County.
Mayor Adams, Olive Branch is regularly recognized as the best place to live for all ages, and parks, recreation, public family-friendly events are at the forefront of your great city. Talk about partnering with Light Garden and what it means for you in the community.
You bet, Andrew. It's been a very positive experience. As you said, Olive Branch has been recognized as one of the best places to live, work, worship, and play. And this is just a great opportunity for not only the citizens of Olive Branch, but the citizens in North Mississippi, as well as Shelby County. Very positive experience. As Russ said, last December, I accompanied him to the zoo lights, and very candidly, I'd never done a walkthrough light event or a light show before. It was always a drive-through, and it totally changed my concept of light shows. And I think it's going to be very positive. You're not waiting on the car in front of you to move forward, or the car behind you is letting their kids and grandkids out and the lights are coming on, and you're not waiting on those type things. You're getting to enjoy the beautiful LED lights. Partnered with Northcentral, as well as the Soda Electrical LLC, and all the business partners, has been very positive. The Board of Aldermen and I, obviously have high expectations, and we let Russ know that in the board meeting when he came and presented. And very candidly, he is knocking it out of the park, meeting those expectations. And to have 90% of the sponsorships sold already is just very positive. Not a week goes by, it doesn't seem like, that I get a call, or I don't get a call rather, from somebody wanting to know, hey, how can I participate in this? It's a weekly event. Weekly calls come in, and I see it as very positive. We have a lot of businesses that want to give back to the city and the citizens, and this is a great way for them to do that. So being able to go into a park with 900 and some odd parking spaces and park and walk through the event at your own pace is just a great event. And we certainly look forward to not only the light show, but also the fireworks show on New Year's Eve, which will be the first time historically in the city of Olive Branch that we've had that. We've had Independence Day celebration, but the New Year's Eve fireworks show is just going to be icing on the cake. So great experience so far. And I'm delighted that we're signed up not only for 1 year, but years 1, 2, and 3. So I think first year is going to be awesome, and years 2 and 3 are going to be awesome.com. So looking forward to it.
And speaking of the special events, Russ, you have several special nights, including military appreciation, a dog night, a 5K run benefiting Make-A-Wish, and more. Talk about the events within Light Garden this season.
So we are really excited. We've actually added one since we've gotten going here. We just added a radio night with Flinn Broadcasting. All of Flinn Broadcasting is going to be there. They're going to be doing live remotes, interacting with the audience, giving people to have a chance to be live on air. They'll be helping us do the entertainment. They're bringing in a broadcast truck. So that'll be really cool. And they're trying to be involved because they see the vision in this. And so we've done advertising swaps with them. But they're one of the entities we're working with. And that's going to be on December 3rd. On December 7th, we have Military Appreciation Night with the Mississippi National Guard. They're going to have actual vehicles in the show that we're going to put lights on, whether that's I'm waiting to see if they're bringing either an Abrams, a tank, a Bradley, or a helicopter to actually park there. And we're going to put lights on it. And then they're on December 7th, they're specifically bringing in the bouncy houses for the kids, the obstacle courses, so that they can play on those and enjoy those. On December 12th, we have a really fun one, and that's Dog Night. We're the only light show that's going to have a dog night where you can bring your dog to the light show. We're going to have a fun little competition on stage. And that's with Hollywood Feed, who's going to be doing the prizes for all the competitions, like best trick, most festive dog. So dress your dog up, have a fun day in the park. That's December 12th. December 17th, of course, is the 5K run benefiting Make-A-Wish. We were very happy to help them bring back their 5K that they lost to COVID-19. We're also now, I think, the only light show in the area that's going to have an actual resident 5K that runs through the light show. And that's again on December 17th. And when you buy a ticket to that, actually, it all the money goes to Make-A-Wish. So we actually help them sell additional sponsorships to be on the t-shirts as well. But your admission to the light show is included if you run in the 5K. And then we also have general admission that night as well. And that'll be at 5 p.m. on December 17th. Sorry, it just started pouring down rain here. December 24th, we have a really special homily that we're doing, which is a candle lighting service. And that'll be with Compel Church. They're helping us do that and put that on. And so that'll be a really kind of just tranquil experience and an acknowledgement of the season. December 31st is the real exciting one. Of course, as Mr. Mayor Ken Adams mentioned, that's the New Year's Eve show with the big fireworks display that's all synced up to music. We have open container that night, so you can enjoy a glass of wine. You can have a beer. We have the brewery who's going to be there. The Mississippi Ale House will be there as well. And so that whole night will just have a whole different vibe. We're going to have a live DJ. So come enjoy the show. Fireworks are at 9:30. So you'll still be able to make all your other traditions, still be able to get the kids to bed on time, still be able to get home and watch the ball drop in New York. So we're really excited about that full lineup in December.
We may move that ball from New York, Russ, to Olive Branch if we get an opportunity.
I think you should. Now, Michael, as Russ mentioned, Northcentral Electrical Cooperative is a huge part of Light Garden. Talk about that partnership and give listeners a quick idea for the philanthropy that Northcentral does throughout the year, including mentoring, sponsoring events like Light Garden as well.
Yeah, Andrew, this was a tremendous opportunity when Russ presented it, and Northcentral is very invested in the communities that we serve, being a member-owned cooperative. So, looking at the overall benefit of this project, not only for local businesses but for tourism. Um, an event like this, you could see church groups, you could see uh, people coming to this as a destination, and it's an opportunity for us to showcase our community, help lift our businesses, and provide an additional amenity that we're just so blessed with here in DeSoto County. And it kind of fits in with the cooperative principles that we follow in supporting our nonprofits, supporting our local businesses, and just helping rise the tide for all of our ships here in the city.
Russ, talk about pricing and logistics.
We tried to make this a very accessibly priced event at $15 a ticket, considering the amount of overhead. It's almost a $500,000 light show that we were setting up in the park, as far as the investment that we put in to bring this here as a community and make it a legacy event, like Mayor Ken Adams mentioned, for the next 3 years. So tickets are an average of $15, with obviously a $2 discount for kids, depending on what night you come. New Year's Eve is a little more expensive at $22 and $25 because of the open container, as well as for the full 15-minute fireworks show. But the involvement that we've had from the businesses, to me, is the most important thing about the show. It's such an integral part of our formula, not just to have sponsors, but to have people who can realize that they can advertise with us, and it's quantifiable advertising. The companies who are with us in the show are not getting a small sign stuck out in the dark that's not lit up at night, that's not a corporate logo, that just has black text on a white background that says, I don't know, Northcentral, right? This is going to be full color printing. We also include QR codes for every single one of our advertisers. They're large dynamic QR codes. And what's cool about that for the guests is also we have companies who are doing bounce back coupons, exclusive offers. I know Homer Skelton's got something planned with their vehicles that they're bringing, where it will be only an offer for people at Light Garden for those vehicles at Light Garden. And you'll be able to scan that QR code right at the show. But from an advertising standpoint as well, for the companies, any of those QR codes that get captured in photos, and people are taking photos with these displays and walking through the show and enjoying the experience, when those get posted on social media, they get additional advertising from the social media side when the QR code re-embeds, and it's still openable through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And so there's a really cool residual advertising effect to this, but also there's a really cool shopping experience as well. We're the only light show that's going to have a full vendor court. We've got vendors coming from Double Decker Fest down in Oxford, A Fair in Hernando, Olive Branch Fest, of course, in Olive Branch. So there's going to be last minute Christmas gifts, shopping from that standpoint. The playground's going to be open for the kids. We're going to light it up. We're also going to have live entertainment every single night of the show. We've got local bands, local church groups coming in to sing contemporary Christmas music, all kinds of stuff. We got a couple country bands. The Military National Guard band is coming to play. So there's some really, really unique stuff coming on the entertainment side as well that uses the light show as a backdrop, again, for other events and other experiences. But some quick names I'd love to recognize who are advertising with us. The big three, of course, City of Olive Branch, Northcentral Electric Cooperative, and of course, DeSoto County Electric, who helped make this possible. But also the really fun ones. We offer something at the light show that's not available anywhere else, which is we can take your corporate brand and we can put it into Christmas lights. So for Domino's Pizza, Malco Movie Theaters, and for Methodist Le Bonheur Hospital, we've built 3 custom giant displays. They all are an average of over like 30 cubic feet of space. The Domino's that we built for Domino's Pizza are 15 feet tall, completely made of Christmas lights, 3-dimensional, full color, and they're all knocking into each other. And then there's like a giant pizza box at the end that they fall into. We got Methodist's full gorgeous purple logo with that white sunrise coming as well. It's another 16-foot tall display and about 17 feet wide. We got a really cool display for Malco. It's about 30 feet wide, 15 feet tall. It's one of those giant movie clackers that you would see in the movies in a giant movie reel. And it says Malco right on it. So you can buy tickets to whatever's currently playing in the theaters there. We're really excited about those sponsorships. Some other shout outs, just really quick. We've got the Olive Branch Chamber of Commerce, Cry Like with Donnie Chambliss Realty. We've got Compel Church, all of Homer Skelton. That's Genesis, Hyundai, and Ford. We've got Coca-Cola. We got Make-A-Wish, Dreammaker Realty, South Group Insurance, Mississippi Ale House, Nations Lending, the Fountain South, the beautiful wedding venue right there next to the Olive Branch City Park. We've got Guardian Title, 2 Men in a Truck, the National Guard, Cadence Bank, the Olive Branch Arts Council, the DeSoto Times Tribune, State Line Turf and Tractor, Pink's Coffee House, Chick-fil-A and Getwell Road and Olive Branch, Lola B Boutique, YMCA, Office Depot, Office Max, Parkwood Behavioral Health System, Hernando Golf and Racket Club, Junk Busters, Side Street Burgers, the Yellow Rose, the Old Town Bakery, Dr. Gregory Evans with Olive Branch Family Dentistry, Barrett Distribution Centers, Interact Club, and there's so many more who I haven't had even a chance to get to the website yet. I know Flinn Broadcasting, all 6 of their stations are working with us. So we're getting very excited about the community involvement and the businesses who see how we're trying to make this a very different style of event, not just for people coming, but also for the businesses who are going to support it.
I also think that it's a testament to your work that you have legacy businesses in DeSoto County, Olive Branch, and the Mid-South that are saying we're going to put money in and also support your event because we see the need for it, but also the opportunities that it'll bring as a tourist destination as well. Mayor Adams, for those who are coming to visit Olive Branch City Park or even your city for the first time because of this new seasonal tourist destination, what would you like for them to know about Olive Branch?
I'd like for them to know that Olive Branch, as the city, the name itself extends the olive branch. We welcome them as guests, and this event, it helps our restaurants, it may help hotels, it helps different entities besides just the light garden show. But also I'd like for them to know that this is a way that we keep a large city of almost 50,000 people, we keep that community feel by having this type event. Not everybody will attend, but very candidly, a lot of people will attend, and that's a way to keep our community together and make them feel a part of what's taking place in Olive Branch, which we want the citizens to do that. Also, without leading the witness, as I would say back in my court days, Russ has covered a lot of different sponsorships that are taking place, but I would imagine there's at least 1 or 2 surprises that'll take place that'll kind of maybe icing on the cake or blow us away when this occurs. And without getting into those, I think there's going to be a lot that we've already covered, but a lot that we haven't covered. Would you agree, Russ?
Absolutely agree. And one of those things in relationship to Olive Branch that we obviously want to bring out is the fact that no taxpayer dollars are being used to create this event or put on this event in any way. And additionally, that we've pledged 10% of the net profit to go back towards the city to further develop and improve the city park and go towards the Parks and Rec every year that this event comes on. So even just by coming to the show, you're also supporting your local park and the maintenance towards that for hosting us every single year.
This is just fantastic. I mean, y'all know I have 3 kids and we'll probably be there every night, but this is so needed for our community. And I just am so glad that y'all 3 and so many more have come alongside to make this happen. Russ, where can people go to learn more about Light Garden, purchase tickets, and enjoy it throughout the season?
There's a website that we have up called lightgarden.online. That's lightgarden.online. That's our website. You can buy tickets there. It's got all of our special events listed as well as all the sponsors supporting the show.
Thank you all for coming on the show today and for bringing the holiday spirit to Olive Branch in the Mid-South.
Thank you for having us.